In this video, I will show you how you can use a new tool that is called BigBlueButton inside Moodle. BigBlueButton is a conference tool where you can do distant teaching, which means that you can have lessons on the internet, even though if everybody is not in the same place. It's a little bit like Zoom. The difference is that this is very geared towards education, and it's basically a free integration in our system. So there's no time limit or limit on people that can join it. This tool can be used inside Moodle, but it can also be used outside Moodle, like having other types of conferences that is not related to the studies within Moodle. But this video, we will focus on how to integrate it in Moodle. I am logged in here as a teacher called Mel, and I'm logged in as a student called Yasmin, that is a member of Mel's team. First of all, Mel would like to set up a BigBlueButton conference in one of the courses she's going to give, because all the students, they are not at the school. So first of all, she will navigate into the course that she wants to give, and it's this one. She click on turn editing on, and this gives her the ability to add activities to any of the courses. The way that the DI schools are using Moodle, they are using the same course. So you have to be aware what you add, other people will see as well from other schools. So don't add something that doesn't look nice, and try to explain what it is so people know if it's relevant for them or not. All right, so I'm going to give a course about this. What I do is to click add an activity. I have BigBlueButton and I will add that. And then I come up with all the settings for this conference. So you give it a name. So I will call it Mel's course about another kind of school. For students at CICD. So it's very clear. You can send a notification to everybody that is enrolled in this team if you want. You can also add an additional note. For example, starts the 0304 at 12. For example. And I can display that on the course page. That's actually everything you need to do here. You also have some chance here at the top to decide if it's only a room and no recording, and you can also record the course in case there are some students that are not able to attend, and we will store the recording for at least a month on the server. So people who has not attended, they can still go in and they can see the course. Down here, you have the participant. So all the users enrolled, they are added as viewer, and Mel, she is the moderator. Of course, she can also add another person to the course if she wants, and decide if she's going to be a moderator or going to be a viewer. So that's basically all the settings. You can also schedule the settings. There's a lot of options, but it's not needed. So save and return to the course. So here you can now see how it looks. Mel's course about for CICD. So if you're a student at Richmond Vale, you know this is not for you. But maybe Richmond Vale, they will make another course, and then it will just be added below Mel's. Yeah. So now this has been added, and she can turn editing off, and she's basically back as a teacher and ready to give this course. So when now the teacher goes in, it shows up like this. When the student, now I have switched to the student, goes in, she can see the same thing. So now let's go back to the teacher. She will now start this session, and the conference room is ready. You can join the session now. There are additional settings that they have to wait for the course leader to join before they can actually join. There's a lot of additional settings, but this is just a straightforward little film about the main thing. So the teacher will start the session now, and she will open the conference room, and the first thing it says, test your microphone. So I'm testing the microphone. It does a test, and when it comes up like this, it means that it is working.
You are currently the only person in this conference.
Okay, so I'm the only person in the conference, and the microphone means that it's me. So now we just have to wait for some students to attend. So here we have the student. He has gone into this same course. He can click on it. And then if there were any recordings and he was not taking part, it could show up here. It says that there is a conference in progress, so I can join the conference, and I'm the student. Might be some problem now with the sound because I'm on the same PC, just two different browsers. But again, let's see if I can. So it's testing the microphone. And yes. Now see that there's an echo. I go to the teacher, and I mute all.
You are now muted.
Except the presenter. So in the time you can give your lesson.
You are now muted.
I've just muted it now for us. I can give the lesson without hearing the other students. And if they have something to say, they can write here. They can also, in their own session, now I am back as a student. I can unmute myself.
You are now unmuted. You are now muted.
I go back to the teacher, and I'm ready to give. So just imagine you have all the students here. Now I have muted all, because if not it gives echo when I speak. And now you can start to give your class. Everybody is part of this. First of all, everybody can also add their webcam if it was. If you add the webcam, it will show normally here at the top. Like this. Hello everyone. This is the course. So you can have all the webcam here on top of the presentation. So now I'm ready to start. I have all my students here, and we can see each other and we can hear each other. So now I have a couple of tools I can use. I can, for example, share my screen. I can say I have an application I want to share. I have a Chrome tab that I want to share. I will share a PDF file because now we're going to talk about Botswana. So what happens is that it opens the PDF for me, and what I do here, everybody can see. This is the student. So I can talk through this presentation. We can talk through the content. I highlight something. The student will see what I'm highlighting. So it's basically a live presentation that they can follow. That's one thing you can do. Now I have stopped sharing it, and I'm back here in the lesson. The other thing I can do is to, I go back as a teacher, is to start a poll. For example, I can say, did you all understand this? Is it clear, and are we ready to continue? Yes or no? I have now put a poll out, and the student will have to say, yes, I understood it, or no, I didn't understand it. So he will say yes. And I am back now to publish the poll so everybody can see the poll that you had. And this is quite interesting because you can have all kinds of questions during the presentation, and the student can say yes or no, or choose A, B, or C, or D, and you can discuss it live as well. That's another tool that you have. and upload a presentation. Again, you can browse for files, whatever you find, you can upload it. That can be PDF file, that can be, what is it called? Yeah, anything. And then it will be uploaded. And when it's uploaded, it will also be available for you to use in the presentation. So now it's just converting it into a file that is compatible. And now you have the slides here, and you can go through it, and you can talk about it, and you can zoom on it, and you can make it full screen and fit to width and all this kind of thing. So you have all these tools here available. Another thing you can do is that if you have 10 students and you have had a presentation, you can say, okay, team, now we're going to divide ourselves into 2 groups and you are going to discuss what we have just learned. Then you can create breakout rooms, and you can say, this student, go to this room, the other student, go to this room, and you will have 15 minutes now to discuss in your own group. So if I'm this person, I will automatically be passed over to another group where only my group is visible, and they can continue the discussion and make a presentation. And when everything is ready, the teacher will say end group session, and you will be back here and the students can present their things. So we can also, for example, now if this student is going to present what they have just gone through in the group, we can make him a presenter for this situation. And that means that when the student now logged in, he gets this icon here. That means that now he can present something and everybody will see what he is doing. So you have all of these options available. Share notes where people can write things that will be visible for everybody. So if you are talking about certain years, for example, you can just write some notes and yeah, whatever you need to do, yeah. You have a public chat room where everybody can contribute. You can also, for the single person, you can start a private chat and say, are you ready in 2 minutes? So it's basically just that person that will see it, because now he is going to present. So if I go back to him, I will see that I have got the chat from this person, and I will see, yes, teacher. And I will go back to the teacher, and I can see that he has answered. So now I can tell the team that Yasmin is going now to present this. As the moderator, you can also decide to record the whole lesson. By clicking here, it will start the recording. And that means that when the lesson is finished, the record will be saved. It should be visible within Moodle. I haven't really tried that out yet, but it's definitely visible, so we can send a link to the person that needs to attend this course or see it, yeah? So now I can pause recording. And that's basically me finished. So this is the new tool that we have available. And it's important that it's the teacher who is going to give the course who have to make this addition in the system, because the system will see that person as the course giver. So I cannot make it as an administrator and then Mel will log in and then she can be the course giver. Then I have to at least set her as the course giver, because if not, it will not work. So that's how you use a BigBlueButton inside the system. When you have done with the course, you are welcome to just leave it now for now, because as long as it's very clear what it is, then it's okay. So when Mel is going to give this course for another team, she can basically just go in and she can change the date and the time, and she can activate it again, and then her new team will take part in this course. I hope that's understandable, and it's good to test it a little bit first, maybe with 1 or 2 students, see how it works. but it's a very, very good tool to use for distant teaching now in these times. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video. See you later.